Hi there, dude. I'm going to answer your questions that you ask on your video called Sexual Morality. So here we go. Question number 1. Is having sex with someone who is not your spouse, partner immoral? I think this question is not specific enough because do I have a partner myself or not? Am I in a relationship or not? And is that someone that I'm going to have sex with? Does she has a relationship, yes or no? But I think the bottom line comes to consensus. I mean, if I have an agreement with my partner, if we have agreement that we can have sex with other people, then it is not immoral. The only thing that is immoral is if I have sex with someone that is in a relationship, and she doesn't have like an agreement with her partner, that is immoral. So you have to be more specific. You have to be more specific in your question, so it's hard to answer. The second question, is having sex without love immoral? No, because it doesn't hurt anyone. As long as you have an agreement with the one that you're having sex with, then it is not immoral. I don't consider having sex to be immoral. I consider lying to be immoral. Okay, number 3, what is pedophilia? Is it immoral? Pedophilia, I have 2 definitions for it. The first one is child raping, and the second one is having consensual sex with underage person. The first one, child raping, is obviously immoral. I don't think I have to explain that, right? The second one, consensual sex with an underage person, that is also immoral because, well, why don't we let all people of all ages vote? Why do we have this? Why do we have stickers on albums? This parental advisory stickers on albums. Why? Because we know that people under a certain age is not capable of consent. That is why children under the specific age cannot consent to sex. That's just the case. That's just normal logic. People under a certain age cannot consent to certain things, and sex being one of the biggest examples of the things that they cannot consent to. Okay, the 4th, is exposing yourself in public immoral? This question is also a little bit vague because what is public and what is exposing yourself? I suppose if I flash my dick in a library, yeah, well, yeah, is it immoral? Who am I hurting when I'm doing that? If I flash my dick in a beach, that is also public. Is it immoral? Who am I hurting? So I don't suppose it is immoral, but it depends on what you mean by exposing yourself, and it depends on what you mean by public. 5th, is exposing yourself to children in public immoral? Well, that I do think is immoral. Why? Because, like I said in the 3rd question, children are incapable of consent, and children under a specific age is just not capable of like understanding the situation. You're exposing them to a situation that they are not ready to face yet, so that is immoral. The 6th question, is having sex in public spaces immoral? It depends on what you define by public spaces. If it is public space like a public toilet, it is public but nobody can see you, I don't consider that to be immoral. But if you're having sex like on the street where everybody can see you, including children, that is immoral. Okay, 7, is having sex with animal immoral? Well, in the Netherlands, the country that I live in, they have a rule saying that the current law, but they're going to change that, but the current law is having sex with an animal, as long as you don't hurt the animal, that is not against the law. I tend to agree with that law. As long as you don't hurt the animal, I don't consider that to be immoral. It's kind of vague, yeah. Number 8, is cross-dressing immoral? No, because who are you hurting when you're cross-dressing? Who are you hurting? Only yourself, if anybody. So that is not immoral. Number 9, are transsexuals immoral? That is the same as question 8. Who are you hurting when you are transsexual? Only yourself, if anybody. So that is not immoral. 10th, is screaming obscene material to someone immoral? No, because it depends on who you are screaming to. If you're screaming to another adult, then yeah, who cares? If you meant by screaming that everybody can hear you, then I suppose who can hear you? Is it if there are children in the neighborhood, then I suppose it is immoral. But if they are only grown-ups, then yeah, why is it immoral? Number 11, is using sex toy immoral? I suppose it depends on what you mean by sex toy. If it's like a giant dildo that cannot possibly fit in your ass, yeah, that is immoral. But just a sex toy in general, like a vibrator or whatever, why is it immoral? I don't understand. 12. Is rubbing yourself against someone else immoral? It depends if you know that someone else and if that someone else like it. Number 13. What do you consider to be sex? What is not sex? I consider sex to be actual penetration with the guy's tool. Yeah, that is sex. All the other stuff are just, yeah, anal sex, oral sex, anal sex, whatever, like jerking off. Nah, those are not sex. Number 14. Do you enjoy bondage? It depends on who is doing the bondage and to what level the bondage is. Number 15. Do you enjoy role playing? I think everybody enjoy role playing. That is why things like Dungeons and Dragons and World of Warcraft is that popular. Everybody enjoys role playing. And 16. When do you consider cheating on your partner? I consider cheating to be lying to her. If I tell her that I'll be faithful and yet I'm not, that is cheating. But if we have an agreement that we can do whatever we want, we have an open relationship as you will, that is not considered to be cheating. Like I said before, having sex is not immoral, but lying is immoral. So anyways, this is my answers. I'm an atheist. These are my answers, and I hope this is useful to you.